All right. Welcome today, Terry. I'm super excited to host you on behalf of Paws Kingdom Campground in our little spotlight because, the month of November for us at Paws has always been about giving gratitude and thanks. And this month, your organization is going to benefit from it. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you came to create this organization?
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I cannot thank you all enough for choosing our charity to support this month, and I am just ecstatic and just so very, very happy and proud to be a partner with Paws. And to tell you just a little bit about myself, I actually am a veterinarian, and I also am a researcher. So I have a doctorate of veterinary medicine degree and also a PhD in molecular microbiology. And I did research for over 20 years and finally got to a point where I was like, Lord, I don't want to see another piece of DNA or a petri dish or a cell. I'm like, please, Lord, give me something I'm really, really passionate about. And helping people, and of course, since I'm a veterinarian, helping animals, of course, are it's like two passions that I have now combined into one, with the opportunity to focus on helping a population that really is in need. And that is our veterans, who have sacrificed so much for us in order for us to be able to live here in a free country. And also our animals, which give us unconditional love, and just knowing how animals are healing and can help people and actually save lives when it comes to this population anyway, of veterans. So improving lives, saving lives, one veteran and one dog at a time is what we like to emphasize that we're all about. And I noticed when I first started this organization in 2012 that there was a need here. We have a very large population of veterans in the North Carolina area. And we also have, at the time when I started this organization, we were number one in euthanasia of animals at our shelters. Right. We're number 3 now. But I kept seeing all these testimonies from veterans saying, if I didn't have my dog, I would not be here today. And we didn't have a program in this area. So after doing a little research and finding out that we have a huge veteran population, we had a huge issue with euthanasia of our animals, and finding out that we don't have a program that helps veterans using animal-assisted therapy or service dogs, I knew that was it. And I just thank God for this blessing that was it. I didn't know how I was going to start up or how I was going to pay the bills, going from a university job to nothing. Yeah. But again, God just led the way, opened doors and avenues for us to get started. And then from there, now we will be 10 years old in March of 2022. And we just had our graduation, another graduation this past Sunday on the 31st of October. And we were able, and we'll actually have all that information once we get our slideshow in place. We will have that on our Facebook page for people to enjoy.
Okay, perfect. So there's also going to be an opportunity for those of you who are watching today that would like to get some more information. They have their own Facebook page. I've seen you have a beautiful website that gives a ton of information in regards to what you're up to, what the current projects are, and how people can walk to help raise funds, right?
Yes. So
what about that?
If you would like to walk your dog, or you can have a virtual dog if you want to. But
pretend dog, yes.
Yeah. You can actually sign up, and the more you walk and record that using this app, then the more that then we receive actually benefits from you just walking, enjoying being outside with your dog. Walk for a dog. Yes.
So as long as you want to remain heart healthy, there's no reason that not 100% of us that are watching today could download this app and start walking, stay healthy, and help raise funds for a greater cause. Love it.
Thank you.
That's so
I'm so excited. Our program, I'll tell you a little bit about our program. So it's a huge commitment that the veterans have to make. It is a 2-year training program. So they come into the program, they are immediately partnered with the dog. So the dog has no training. The veteran has no training when they are first partnered, and they begin training immediately. We go through like 2-week trial period just to see if the partnership is going well. And then after that point, then we'll go ahead and finalize the adoption, and the veteran continues to come to training once a week for approximately 2 years. They have to initially start off passing a public access test, and that's when they earn their vest that says service dog in training. And from that point on, then they are allowed to take their dog into public places like grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, or any other public place that requires that you have these credentials in order to be in those places for a service team. Once they pass the public access test, then we also take them through therapy training. One of the things that we do is we give back to the community by providing animal-assisted therapy to others in need. Not only is this a beautiful way to give back to the community that supports us, it also provides us with a sense of well-being, knowing that we are actually sharing our blessings with other people that are in need. It's a way for us to get out of the house. A lot of times veterans may remain isolated due to traumas that they have experienced during their tours of duty. But when you come out and you share those blessings with others, then it just makes you feel so good inside. So once they pass their therapy evaluation, then we really focus on the tasks that are required by the ADA in order to make a service dog team. And in our organization, we require the team perform 3 tasks, or the dog perform 3 tasks to mitigate the veteran's disability. And then once they get through that training, then they're ready to graduate and start their new lives together.
Oh, that's such a beautiful journey. As you're describing it, I can just see there's so much passion and drive, not just towards the cause itself, but by really creating meaningful connections between humans and animals. I mean, there's a really beautiful synergy that your organization creates that I think is really needed anymore, right? Even way beyond the veteran connection, but especially with people who have given so much for our country. This is fabulous. Can you tell our audience how much it costs approximately from the time that you find the dog and match the dog with the veteran to the time that they graduate?
Yes, it's approximately $10,000. And it can go up to, some organizations charge up to $50,000 for a service dog. But we are not using bred dogs. I mean, that cuts out a big chunk of that first $1,000 that you might have to dish out. We're using animals that are beautiful, they're healthy, they are, due to overpopulation in North Carolina, they end up in shelters, and then a lot, some of them are euthanized for that reason. Not because they're bad dogs, it's because for any other reason, but due to overpopulation. And it costs approximately, this includes veterinary care, so this is all free for the veteran. Veterinary care is free, training is free, all their training supplies, all of their startup costs, a crate, bed, food, leashes, toys, everything is paid for throughout the 2-year period of training. And the veteran does not have to worry about that financial cost at all. We want them to focus on the healing that takes place when they are interacting with their dog and teaching their dog how to help them, and developing that bond that they have between them when they're interacting with each other and learning together. So all of this is totally free for the veteran. It's veterinary care, of course, probably is our most expensive cost, and we've been able to provide that totally free for the veterans and their service animals.
This is such an incredible mission. I can't help but I just keep getting goosebumps as you're describing the process. It's phenomenal. So if beyond, what we're going to be doing as we close out for the season this year, and we'll make our donation. We're super excited to become bronze members. And our goal is going to be, we're going to move up to silver, and maybe, hey, who knows, with as much traction as we've already been getting, because as you may know, Terry, a ton of our guests are veterans, right? So for us, there were so many paths converging as we started to discover what you guys were all about, that I have a feeling we can blow up the fundraising goal next year. How would people need to get in touch with you if they know of a veteran that would love to apply for your program?
They contact us initially through our website. So under enrollment, or what we offer, there's an enrollment tab that comes down. And then once you click on that, there's an inquiry form. And they fill out that inquiry form. And from that point on, we can get you into the system. And we do have a waiting list right now. COVID really slowed us down a lot with getting people through the program over the past 2 years. So we do have a waiting list, but we'd be happy to get your information and add you to our waiting list. And then when a slot becomes available, then we'll be in contact for you to fill out our full application packet.
Perfect. And my last question for you today, Terry, would be if people wanted to get involved beyond monetary donations, would there be a way to do that as well?
Oh, most definitely. We have volunteer opportunities that are available. You don't have to be here in Durham, North Carolina to help out. There are lots of things that people can do right at home on their computer. Our greatest need is administrative support. So if you have administrative skills in any area, then please contact us. Let us know. Board development committees for board development are also greatly needed. So we'd love to have anyone who's passionate about veterans and animals to please contact us, and we'd love to help you to get started to help us.
Beautiful.
I'd also like to mention that I am a Gold Star daughter. I actually dedicated this program to my father. He's a Tuskegee pilot. So I know you've heard of the famous Red Tails. He was not a Red Tail. He wasn't an original World War II pilot, but he was a Tuskegee pilot, and his plane crashed during the Cuban Missile Crisis when I was just 3 years old. So though we didn't have World War III back in those days, we did still lose people. And so I dedicated this program to honor him and also to honor my sister, who was following in his footsteps. And she is the first female to graduate from the Air Force ROTC pilot training program.
Wow.
I dedicated the program to both of them.
Well, we have family that has served in the military as well, on both sides, and we just cannot stress enough what we believe what you're doing is absolutely, it's so needed in the world. We feel so blessed that we have found you in the Carolinas region, and on behalf of the whole Four Paws crew and my husband Paul too, we are so thrilled to begin what sounds like will be a beautiful partnership for years to come, Terry. And with that, I just want to express tremendous gratitude that you joined me today so that our guests and raving fans can get to know you. And certainly we sure hope it's not going to be the last time that we get to see you and hear about the organization in the future.
Well, thank you so much. But with all of our 2- and 4-legged hearts, we want to thank you all and everyone who has contributed to this fundraising campaign. We thank you so very much.
It's our pleasure. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.